Sean Diddy Combs still has power and influence even from inside Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. They weren't kidding.
Even behind bars, it seems Diddy's influence knows no bounds. The music mogul, currently held without bail, is accused of orchestrating a series of shocking moves from his jail cell. Reports claim he's bribing inmates, manipulating witnesses, and plotting to control his trial's narrative. He's basically using every trick in the book to avoid jail time. But will his alleged antics land him even deeper in trouble? Or could his legal team manage to secure his release? It's time to find out.
According to investigators, Diddy apparently has been breaking jailhouse rules and possibly trying to corruptly influence his case.
So all eyes are locked on Diddy's high-profile case, with many anticipating the justice he may face. However, the situation has taken a dramatic twist following a report filed last Friday. The report alleges that even from behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, Diddy is pulling strings, using his influence to manipulate outcomes. Despite pleading not guilty and being denied bail 3 times, the music mogul is accused of enlisting others to do his bidding, raising serious questions about his actions while in custody. The filing said that Combs has continued to try to evade law enforcement monitoring, corruptly influence witness testimony, and further attack the integrity of these proceedings.
This new information might be the reason why, for a 3rd time, he will be denied bail.
Combs' legal team is currently fighting the decision to keep Combs in federal custody and has even requested a new bail hearing. However, the chances of him getting out on bail seem pretty slim. And it's all because the mogul is still engaging in obstruction, even while he sits behind bars.
They say the rap mogul made from behind bars to influence everyone from potential jury to alleged victims.
Mind you, he's dead serious about this stuff. He offered payments to his fellow inmates to use their telephone accounts. Heck, he used 3-way calling to contact people who were not on his approved contact list against federal prison regulations. Now, Diddy probably thought that he was going to get away with being sneaky, but that's not the case. His calls were recorded, and they revealed that Combs instructed his family to contact the potential witnesses and victims in his case. He also asked his family members to promote narratives on social media to influence a potential jury pool in his upcoming May trial. The filing further revealed, at the defendant's carefully curated direction, the defendant's children posted a video to their respective social media accounts showing the defendant's children gathered to celebrate the defendant's birthday. Now, it's hardly surprising for Diddy, considering a video previously made waves online where his family was seen singing happy birthday to him over the phone. But that's not all. Combs reportedly monitored the video's analytics and explicitly discussed with his family how to craft the post to influence potential jury members in his favor. And guess what? Diddy's hella bent on using his family members in every way imaginable. The filing showed that there were certain phone calls Diddy made to his eldest son that showed the clear inference that the defendant's goal is to blackmail victims and witnesses either into silence or providing testimony helpful to his defense. And so, it's safe to assume that Diddy is a dangerous man. In fact, according to the prosecutor, there is no condition that can be set that may ensure that Diddy won't be a threat to others.
The accusations within the prosecution's motion to deny bail are very serious and will be considered very heavily by the judge, because the judge is going to want to ensure that he is not influencing witnesses.
And get this, the source revealed the defendant's emphasis on 24/7 private security is also problematic. The defendant has demonstrated an uncanny ability to get others to do his bidding, employees, family members, and MDC inmates alike. According to the prosecutors, Combs has decided to contact his victims and witnesses because he's looking for a way to blackmail them and to bribe them. The document said, the defendant has shown repeatedly, even while in custody, that he will flagrantly and repeatedly flout rules in order to improperly impact the outcome of his case. The defendant has shown, in other words, that he cannot be trusted to abide by rules or conditions.
And they're worried that if he's doing all of this behind bars, that it will be even worse if he is released awaiting trial.
The document further read, the defendant's efforts to obstruct the integrity of this proceeding also includes relentless efforts to contact potential witnesses, including victims of his abuse who could provide powerful testimony against him. And guess what? Though the odds aren't in Diddy's favor, his legal team is still working to get Diddy out on bail. They're arguing that the mogul must be let out so he is able to prepare for his 2025 May trial.
He is trying everything possible. I mean, can you blame him? He is facing the rest of his life behind bars.
However, after the reports, it's obvious that Diddy is only trying to get out so he can go after his witnesses and victims, either to finish them off or bribe them. But like we said, Diddy's lawyers say otherwise. Combs' defense attorney Alexandra Shapiro claimed the government's arguments about the risk of obstruction were based on speculation, resting mainly on untested allegations about communications with witnesses in civil cases and communications initiated by supposed witnesses and not Mr. Combs. The sensationalism surrounding his arrest has distorted the bail analysis. Mr. Combs was not released pending trial, even though he offered to comply with restrictive conditions that would have prevented any conceivable risk of flight or danger. But the prosecution isn't budging because of the fancy words. They're sticking to their ground. The Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office argued to a judge that Combs was a serial abuser and serial obstructor. It is not clear what the judges will decide for Diddy. But one thing's for sure, no one's going to be happy if Diddy is allowed to leave jail, especially not after the messages between Diddy and his ex-girlfriend Cassie got revealed. The text messages read, "I have a black eye and fat lip. You are sick for thinking it's okay to do what you've done. I still have crazy bruising. I turn my head for a second, and you get messed up, and you drag me down the hall by my hair. I have bleeding cuts. You hit me in the head 2 good times." The alleged text further read, "When you get messed up the wrong way, you always want to show me that you have the power and you knock me around. I'm not a rag doll, I'm someone's child." And well, after reading that, it's kinda obvious why folks don't want a person like Diddy on the streets. One person said, "They need to revoke all of his privileges. The only people he should be able to talk to are his lawyers. He really believes he can control and change the narrative of his case with interference of bribery, whether it be money or not. He doesn't abide by rules. He thinks he is above the law. Public opinion is not going to sway jurors in his favor when his trial starts. They will be objectively non-biased when the trial starts, although they have been exposed to his actions and part of the evidence in the media." Another person commented, "He's about to be in that cell and not allowed out at all. He will only be let out to see his lawyers and wash his azeh, and allowed only calls to lawyers that will be monitored to make sure he's only calling his lawyers." And that's all for today. What do you think about this situation? Will Diddy be granted bail? Will his call privileges be revoked? Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more videos. We will see you guys in our next video with more updates from the celebrity world.